Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all how to draw your brow with a Davis brow pencil, and I am holding a Davis brow pencil right now in the shade 0.03. so make sure yours is as pointed as mine so that you do not have harsh lines when you draw. And this is a lash and brow brush. This is what I'm going to use to brush up the hairs on my brow. And this is also a concealer brush. See how flat that is? Yours should be as flat as this. And then for concealing my brow, I'm going to go in with this lighter shade of concealer from Flawless Ivy in the shade FL04. And then for the top of my brow, I'm going to go in with this Zaron liquid concealer in the shade Deep. So first thing I'm going to do is to brush up the hairs on my brow so that it is properly aligned. I'm just going to do that on my both brows. Afterwards, I'm going to draw a thin line underneath my brow. I'm just going to follow my natural brow line and draw a thin line underneath my brow using this Davis brow pencil. And for the top of my brow, this is the point that I'm going to start drawing a thin line. I'm not going to start from the beginning, but I'm just going to move like an inch backwards and then connect that line to the line underneath my brow. The point where the two thin lines connect close to your eye area, that little line right there, is called the end of your brow. So I'm going to pick up my brow and lash brush again, and I'll just brush up the hairs on my brow, because I want the beginning of my brow to be as subtle as possible. I want it very soft and natural at the beginning, so I'm just going to brush the hairs on my brow. After doing that, I'm going to fill up the area where I do not really have enough hairs. Moving on, I'll pick up this lighter shade of Flawless Ivy liquid concealer, and I'm just going to conceal underneath my brow. So I'll place that concealer a little bit close to my brow area. I'm not just going to pack excess concealer directly underneath my brow so that the concealer does not crease. I will not do that. So I'm just going to place the concealer a little bit close to my brow area before dragging the concealer upwards. When you do this, it actually saves you a lot of time. So after doing that, I'm just going to blend the concealer into my skin so that it looks nice and natural. So I am done concealing underneath my brow. I'm going to pick up this liquid concealer from Zaron and conceal the top of my brow. So just like we did underneath the brow, I'm not going to place excess concealer directly on the brow, but I'm going to place that a little bit close to the brow before dragging it downwards. So once you've used up the concealer on your brush, you can still go and pick a little concealer and then continue concealing. So once you're concealing your brows, guys, make sure that you are not in haste so that you do this properly and so that it comes out neat and beautiful. At this point, I'm just going to blend the excess concealer into my skin. On the other part of your brow, what you have to take note of is to make the both of your brows to look similar. And here is where most persons actually get it wrong. So I'm just going to tell you guys my own trick. So the concealer line that I used in drawing the first brow, that is what I'm going to use to enable me draw this brow to make the both of them to look similar. I don't know if you guys really understand that, but I'm going to show you all. So where I have this concealer line beneath the first brow and the concealer line above the first brow, I'm just going to use that to draw the second brow. So I'm going to pick up my concealer and the concealer brush and conceal this brow. So I'll be using the first brow as a sample for the second brow. The same rule goes for the top of your brow. I'm going to use the concealer line at the top of my brow to draw the second brow. So that's what I'm going to do. So while I draw, I'll look at the second brow. If they look similar, then I'll continue, but if they don't look similar, I'll try to adjust them. I think that should be properly understood at this point. So for the end of your brow, do not make it too long. You don't want to make your brow too long. So this is what I usually do. I just connect the brow to my lash line. I just connect that to my lash line, and if it's too long, I reduce it, but if it's not too long, I leave it at that. So like I said before, I want the beginning of my brow to look as subtle as possible. So I'm just going to pick up the brow and lash brush and then brush up that area so that it looks natural. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If it has been helpful, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, and also comment in the comment section. If you've not turned on your notification buttons, please do that so that each time I post, you'll be the first to know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you all in my next video. Bye bye.